What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman. Today we're taking on AEK for the second time in our Champions League group. As you can see, nothing has changed Champions League wise. We're also going to play Man City in the second part of this episode, so we're going to skip the two games in between because the Champions League, as I've said over and over again, most important thing this year, because we're going to get knocked out of it after these three games. Since we were here last, we've played Royal Antwerp, beat them 6-1. They scored an own goal. Diallo got a hat-trick. Carnevale with the goal, or 2 goals, sorry. Brilliant. He has really come alive in the last couple of weeks. Months? Yeah, last couple of months, I suppose. And then we drew with Standard Liège. Sedije scoring in the 66th minute to equalise. We weren't great. So it's not ideal. September, such a bad month. Hopefully we can make up for it by having a good November, because October was pretty good. Scored plenty of goals, but now we go into what's going to be a tad harder. Play Man City in the middle, and we play Genk. So we've definitely got 2 games that are going to be very difficult back to back in that one. Man City play Real Madrid in this round of fixtures, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on, because if Man City beat Real Madrid, we could, in theory, if we beat AEK, be in with a chance of getting second. We're not going to, but we'd be in with a chance. This is how we line up for the game against AEK today, where they are favourites. We have Hector in goal, Mitkov and Roberto as our complete wing backs, Degresse and Enkite as our central defenders, Fofana and Sedije as central midfield, Deckers and Barashi as the wide men, Diallo and Carnevale start up front. Rodriguez does have a bit of... We're going to play 75 minutes. Interesting. We're struggling a little bit for... My mind is thinking, do we play Fofana or do we play Greenwood? Fofana, yep. I've made my decision. I've made my bed. I'm going to lay in it. League-wise, we're doing quite well. I forgot to check or to show you that. I'll show you that after this. Brought up the Hertha team. Interesting. I'll show you how the league is going after this game. We did look at it. I didn't mention anything to do with it, but we are going to pile on the misery. No, we're not. No, the players don't want to pile on the misery. They want faith. So I am going to give them all the faith. We are, as I said, not expected to win the game. I do want us to at least get a draw, ideally a win. If we can win, we're pretty much guaranteed at least third. But it's definitely a whole bunch of different kettle of fish being in Greece. We are on key highlights, right? Yeah. It's just because we started from the kickoff and we're still going. I wasn't sure if something... Oh, Barashi has just done his man. Cuts inside, Carnevale hits the crossbar. Roberto, big throw. We're still not even 2 minutes in yet. Rapasso. I had a look at their team before kickoff, and their 5 of their players from their normal selection were unavailable, and Hector, quite a lucky boy to get that one behind. We're still not even 3 minutes in yet. Hector punches away. Ball gets blocked. It was Barashi who blocked it. Enkite heads away, but not all that far. And AEK come back at us. And thankfully, bit of respite. We are actually going to press their keeper. And we're going to do what I normally do, because I think this makes a big difference. If you watch my Hertha Berlin save, we beat Borussia Dortmund because I man-marked Haaland, and he, after I did that, nothing happened. He wasn't involved at all, and we came back in and scored 3 goals. So sometimes doing that, taking a couple of seconds to just make sure your players are, aware of what you want them to do, can make a huge difference. Carnivale heads on, but Diallo doesn't get there. Fofana can't block Saeed. And he's just bombed away, and thankfully the shot goes away because Hector didn't look like he was even intending on moving for that one. AEK are really putting us under the cosh here. I do not like it. It says we've had 3 shots each. Valentin's scored, but all the highlights have been AEK. If Man City beat Real Madrid and we lose to AEK, I'm going to be disappointed. Going to be really, really we're not getting involved in this game at all. Valentin, he's just getting to do what he wants. Don't really like that. Might have to. And he's a playmaker. Like, you'd say something if he was like box to box, or like he was the attacking midfielder. He was, advanced playmaker or something. If he was playing higher up, you'd say something. But he's a deep line playmaker. Diallo. How do you not even get a shot on target? Fofana with the corner. Gets headed away. Carnivale does get there. To Sadije. Out to Barashi, who heads it on. Nobody there to pick it up, and the highlight ends. Oh, Barashi's picked up a thigh injury. Not good, my friends. Not good at all. So that means my idea of taking Deckers off and putting Linghetti on that side, it's not going to happen now. So if I want to take Deckers off, it's going to have to be Jacques. Real Madrid have had Chiesa sent off. I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. I do indeed. Diallo really having a poor game. We have 2 strikers on the bench. How long are we going to wait before we bring them on is the question. Long throw, easy for the keeper. We're going to ask for a bit of passion. Mitkov picks up the ball. Goes for a bit of a run down the wing. Can he get the ball across? No, he puts back to Fofana. Into Diallo. Deckers. Oh, he's not offside. Deckers has scored. Get in. Mitkov. That was a nice run, to be fair. Fofana gets it across. Diallo turns. Has his back to goal. Passes to Deckers. Deckers slots it under the keeper. Let's go. Carnivale is nervous. I don't like that he's nervous. He's been the informed striker recently. Fofana keeps the ball. Sadije dinks it out. Linghetti gets there. Back to Roberto. Whips it across. Nobody is there. Fofana challenges for the header, and Sadije picks up the ball. Passes it out to Mikov. Quick cross. And Carnivale gets it in. Man City score at the same time to go ahead in their game as well. I'm going to ask for... I did ask for creativity. For a second I was like, did I encourage them or calm down? Either one of those would have been terrible. Right, changes are needed. Mitkov is tired, but he's playing well. Deckers is tired, but he's playing well. I'll take Diallo off for Rodriguez, who's coming back from an injury, so he could do with a little bit of time on the pitch. Greenwood on for Fofana. But make him a roaming playmaker. Make Sadije the Mazzella. Yes. I'm going to demand more just so they don't rest on their laurels. I want them to push on. Try and score another one. They've gone to 4-4-2. Luis Fernando has had to go off after coming off the bench. So they're down to 10 men now. Roberto just manages to keep hold of the ball. Sadije, Carnivale heads it but doesn't get to Rodriguez. 2 of them chase down the goalkeeper. Mitkov, back to Digrese, all the way back to Hector. Gets it out to Roberto. Roberto going for a bit of a run. Just stops and loses the ball. And now AEK are on the break. And Hector manages to save the ball and not cross the line this time. Hector had a tendency last year to grab the ball and walk over the line with it. That's not what you want. Real Madrid did manage to equalise in the 86th minute. So there is still hope. What a comeback. Well done, lads. Deckers played well. Didn't make it. Who got player of the match? One of the AEK Athens players got man of the match. Or sorry, player of the match. To be correct. I'm a little disappointed with Diallo in that game. He played so poorly in the first half. It was only because of that assist he made it to a 6.8. Who ended up? Valentin. Okay, but fair enough. Valentin was quite good. I think Decker should have gotten it because he scored a goal. But whatever. I wouldn't send my players out to hurt them. Barashi's out for 2 months. I'm going to show him his first team football because he is our best winger. 2.32 million. That's a tasty sum of money to put into the balance. Did we get any? I suppose it wouldn't come through yet. So like I said, we're going to jump now ahead. We're going to skip the 2 games in between. And we're going to go to the Man City game. We are second. 3 defeats this season so far. Not great. Westerlo have beaten us. But they're only 2 points ahead. Club Brugge equal on points with us. So there's, we do, the next 2 games are against 14th and 12th. Yeah, 14th and 12th. So those games, I'll play them and I'll bring you back. We do have an international break after or between these 2 games. So it's going to be a little bit of a slog for me. But don't go anywhere. We will be back so you can watch us get absolutely demolished by Man City. So don't go anywhere. Right, fellas, back now for the Man City game. We've been in good form for the last 2 games. We have a little bit of time off. As I said, there was an international break between both games. Against Michelin, we beat them 3-0. Diallo with a brace, and Sidije got himself a cheeky little goal. And then against Muskron, we beat them 1-0. Deckers scored after 16 minutes. Had a little bit of rotation for this game. Picked up a couple of injuries. A couple of players weren't fully fit. So we are going to go into this one. As you can see, this is the formation we're going to be using. That's the formation we always use. We do have a couple of injured. Well, we have one. Brashi is still injured. We did give a debut to a 17-year-old winger in the first of the 2 games against Muskron. Played quite well. But Christians is back from his injury now, so he's going to start. So we're going to start with Dreisen. Yeah, we're going to start with Dreisen in goal. I was trying to decide, was that a good idea? We are going to have Dreisen in goal. Mitkov and Roberto as our complete wing backs. Degrese and Enkite as our centre backs. With Greenwood and Sidije as our centre midfield. Deckers and Christians as the wide men. Diallo and Carnevale up front. Rodriguez is back from his knock. Carnevale picked up a knock as well. Sacramento was complaining about not getting enough first team football. Not anymore. Played 1 game. Seems happy enough with it now. So leave him continue doing what he's doing, because he's not all that. So we'll see if he gets sold. There has been 2 transfers. Oh my god, Mbappe. I forgot Mbappe plays for Man City. And I got Max Aarons as well. And Dybala, just sitting on the bench, Sergio, the centre back, and Boban are leaving in January. So we're just going to actually, I'm going to aggressively go out and avenge what happened last time. Yeah. Greenwood, ex-Man City player. Remember. So that will be an interesting little tidbit. I don't know that he played the last time we played them. If he didn't do enough to make me remember. Then again, not many people played well the last time we played Man City. So we're just gonna push on and see how we do. Should encourage it now. I think they're playing with a full back on support. I would have thought they would have been a bit more open. Alright, lads, bit of creativity. Greenwood with the free. Deckers was offside. How did that not go in? Diallo already picked up a yellow card. Roberto. Carnevale. Greenwood. Out to Roberto. Gets dispossessed by Max Aarons. Nkita wins it. Roberto. Can he get the crossover this time? He does. Carnevale scored. We're not. Okay. We're not going to go super defend. I'm not going to change the way we're playing. We're only 1 up. We cannot defend against Kylian Mbappe for 70 minutes. So, Carnevale out to Mitkov. Oh, his cross got blocked. Deckers got the shot, but Ederson just managed to push it over. Corner, and De Gresse gets his header saved by Ederson. We're peppering the Man City goal currently. De Gresse with the clearance. Diego Jota gets through, but Dreisen, calm and cool as you like, just picks up the ball. Gracias for a bit of creativity. Some people are inspired. Diallo's not having a great game today, but then again, we're playing against a very good defence in Man City. The AEK Real Madrid game is the later kickoff. Diallo, he scores! Yes, to be fair, I would expect a sellout, and it looks like it has been quite the. Man City fans are just in the corner over here. Looks like they didn't bring that many fans with them. We find out at the start of the second half when it appears here. Me saying that Diallo wasn't having a great game spurred him into action. I'm going to say don't get complacent, which I think, based purely on what is going on, that's probably the best decision. Faith in the two players who didn't react the way I wanted them to. Christian's struggling. We don't really have anyone on the bench that can come on for. We have Linghetti. Could bring Linghetti on. How is Mark Greenwood? He's the ex-Man City player. Okay, that's fine. Roberto, big ball over to Carnival. Greenwood doesn't get there, but Nkita, my centre back, gets there. Roberto, Nkita really wants to be in the box. Greenwood, Roberto gets the crossover. Deckers just heads wide. Like Nkita running away. He's the left sided centre back. He's playing on the right wing. Yes, DJ, don't get sent off. Alright? The last thing we need is for him to get sent off. Christians, I think this is his first start of this is his first game of the season, even. And it's against Man City. Of all the clubs we could have picked, Man City. That's the one. We're like, yeah, let's bring on, I could have played the 17-year-old, and I did genuinely consider playing a 17-year-old in the on the wing. But then I was like, do you know what? Maybe we don't, because it is, after all, Man City. I don't want to be risking it all. Right, we're going to make a cheeky little substitution here. We're going to bring on... Do we want to bring on Rodriguez? No, I don't want to bring on Rodriguez. He's playing... We're going to bring on Jacques for Deckers, because Deckers is tiring. Jacques is going to be an inverted winger. Mikov is exhausted. He's the tiredest player on the pitch for us. So we're bringing on Kupins instead. Mitkov. Don't quite get there. Diallo. Kamavinga ends up putting it in. It's an own goal. I suppose the shot from Diallo was probably going to go exceptionally wide. Mitkov's last participant. What is Nkita doing in the opposition box. What have I done to the trolls to make it so that he is standing in front of the goalkeeper pretty much all the time? Man City tried to play the ball out. I do think we're just going to, time waste where possible. Jax puts Carnevale through, thinks it's just over. Why would you try and dink a goalkeeper when they're on their line? Can't chip a keeper when they're standing in, directly in front of you. Alright, bit of praise. Dybala whips it in. Marco Cana gets the goal. They have 3 minutes, so we are going to... We're going to just pump it. Get rid. We're going to get... No, we're not going to get stuck in with some players on bookings. I don't want to risk losing. We're just going to go defensive. So now that will mean that our time wasting is whenever possible. Camavinga tries to make up for the fact that he scored an own goal. Thrives and grabs it. And we have beaten Man City 3-1. Get in. Now if AEK can do the business and beat Real Madrid... Diallo's just like, no, we're not done yet, boss. We're not done yet. If AEK can beat Real Madrid, that would be fantastic. I still expect us to lose to Real Madrid. But it would be nice if we could beat them. Because if we beat Real Madrid, there's a chance we could still finish top. We could get a 5th. Diallo with the free kick. Degresse picks it up. Not quite the person you'd want on the wing with the ball, but still gets it in. Oh, Carnevale hits the woodwork. We still have the ball. Degresse is not offside. Okay, Coupons. And the game ends 4-1 to Ghent. What a European dream. Kylian Mbappe did pick up a bit of a knock, but that's not my problem. We have to hope that AEK have the ability to beat Real Madrid to make it so that we can actually possibly finish top of the group. What a European night. It should bring up the result for the AEK Real Madrid game. I'm hoping AEK can get the win. And to think I wasn't even going to show you this game. Because I was like, it's just a foregone conclusion we're going to lose. We're just going to lose the last 2 games, finish 3rd and be happy. But no. And in the under 18s as well, the under 18/under 19s Champions League group, we're currently sitting 2nd behind Real Madrid. Man City are 3rd. So, just saying, we're our under 18s are doing quite well as well. And the under 18 score is not even that good. It's the under 21s is where it's at. This is taking so very long. What can I... Okay. I wasn't sure what to say. Didn't really expect this to take that. Okay, so the result didn't even come up yet. Okay. Greenwood gets 1 over, 2.32 million. Why is my game going so slowly? Diallo on form, gets a brace against Man City. The Belgian boss was there. I'd say Drives and Degresse, Deckers can all be pretty much guaranteed a call up. And England manager Ralph Hasenhüttl was there, and so Greenwood having a bit of a game as well. We are just going to jump and see if we can get the result from the AEK game. See how that got on. Real Madrid won 4-0. Okay, so the next episode will be Real Madrid in the Champions League, because we could still, in theory, can we still finish 2nd in the group? that result will have Real Madrid go top. So Man City will drop to second. I think we're 3 points behind City. So I'm pretty sure we'd have to beat Real Madrid, and AEK would have to beat Man City. I don't think they're going to. 4-0. Not even close, like. Okay, no, it's actually completely possible. There's just a point between the top 3. So if we can beat Real Madrid, we're guaranteeing second place. Okay, that's what we have to focus on for the next episode. So we have to come back for the Real Madrid game, because it could be the thing that just pushes us into the next leg of the Champions League, which is just did not expect that in the slightest. So I think we come back for Real Madrid and Charleroi, because I think leaving just 2 games again. Wasn't even 2 games last time, was it? No, just... No, yeah, it was 2 games last time. So I don't want to leave 2 games and come back for Leuven. So we come back for the Real Madrid game in the first part of the episode, and then we're going to play Charleroi in the second part. We are getting close to the end of the season, which is fantastic. We are top of the league currently because Westerlo drew with, I think it was Anderlecht in one of the games. Sturbridge did manage to get themselves a draw against Sint-Truidense. So that's delightful for them. I think this episode definitely deserves a like. If you've enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Share with all of your friends. Oh, we beat Man City. We're the best team in the world. We won the Belgian League, currently top of the Belgian League, beat Man City. We're going to win the Champions League. I'm calling it now. I'm not overreacting. Champions League winners at the end of this very season. Thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!